Happy Father's Day, you morons. What's up, dude? Hi, Mahler. Happy Father's Day, bud. Double, welcome in. Hi, guys. Happy Sunday. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Mahler, what you spatchcocking today? What you spatchcocking today, Mahler? I'm making meatloaf for my. Whoa, Marty! Let's go. That's the ultimate love right there. The love meatloaf. That's good. I would be excited if I was him. So, kind of jealous. I like meatloaf, just like your hubby. I've had so many different types, but it's what he requested. That's good. That's got to feel good. Yeah, that's got to feel good. Are you going to do like mashed potatoes? What else are you doing with it? I do like me some mashed potatoes. We got our first kick. We got our first kick bot. What's it say? I'm writing to offer a partnership opportunity. I think you could be that you could be advantageous to you as a streamer. Advantageous? Is that even a word? My mission is to support gifted streamers like you and expanding your viewership. We should pin that message. We should try to pin that message. We'll ban them. Advantages. It was like I've never seen it before. There was like a Geous in it, dude. Advantages. Advantages. What does that even mean? In the context that it was written. Marty says mashed potatoes and likely corn and peas. Well, good. I like meatloaf with mashed potatoes. Anything after that's fine too. I'll just mix it on in with the potatoes. Aki, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Oh, did I change my title? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. I think I did. All right, so I went to the store and I grabbed some spices and stuff that we needed for here. I already had the spices I needed for the butt rub other than brown sugar, so I grabbed a couple bags of brown sugar. So we're going to work on making some butt rub today because I got to get some of that packaged up and mail it out tomorrow with some dog treats in the morning. So I'm going to try to get those dog treats mailed out AM. That way maybe it can make the first shipment. And there's some butt rub on that order too. So we're going to get butt rub knocked out today since the salt is smoked. And we're going to work on pasta dough. I'll probably make 2 big batches, which, I don't know. I might make 2.5. You never know, dude. 2 batches is going to give us 24 or 26. I might make 2.5 batches. We'll see how many eggs we have, I guess. It all depends on how many eggs. I didn't like go to the store and get that kind of stuff, sort of. While I was there getting spices today, I did grab garlic bread because I know we're gonna need garlic bread. So I grabbed a case of that while I was there. And a can of red peppers because they're cheaper there than at the other spot. And the garlic bread's a little bit cheaper there than in the other spot. So I did grab a couple things for the order, but not really, you know. So we're just gonna work on whatever eggs we have, how much pasta dough we can get out of that, and butt rub, and that's going to be it. And then later tonight, I'm going to get to do a raid finally. It's been out for a week, but we have 6 people on and want to mess around with it. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be able to do that. But happy Father's Day. Either way, everybody out there that's a father. And let's hang out today. Maybe try to raise a little bit of money. And have a good time, I guess, right? Let's have a good time. And I'll be thinking about meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Hi, Annie. How are you? Happy Father's Day, Krem says. What's up? What's up, Annie? Krem is on 8. Wow, a 3-streaker. That's 1 for each cheek and 1. That's an extra cheek. Not much today. Man, I'm going to have to get a tablet soon. I don't know if you guys can see. Look how it's just getting worse in the heat. Look, the whole screen separated. Look at that. So now when I look at it, it's like bowed. It's almost like a curved monitor. It looks like it's like going this when I try to look at it straight on. And the screen won't pop back in. So I don't know how much longer this thing's going to last. And then I don't know what we're going to do for Kick Chat, Twitch Chat. Be careful with that. It's the battery swelling. I mean, it's old. You're saying like at one point it could just go poof? It's already been dropped. Cracked. There's missing glass. Do you think it'd help to bring it in? Hey, what up, Mike? That's fire material. Oh, God. Well, basically, I guess we can just leave it inside. Maybe it's the heat that's doing it. I don't know. What do you think? Is it the heat? Or is it just going to keep swelling? What would you want to replace it with? Oh, I'll just have to get another, like, weird little tablet, whatever these things are called. I got this one from a Best Buy open box like 5 years ago. Maybe if it's just not in the heat, it won't swell. It'll continue to degrade. Well, then we'll have to get a new tablet at some point. Hi, Mike. How are you? Overheating, etc. Okay. Well, then it's time. It's time. Keep our eye out on a cheap tablet somewhere. I just need something to be able to read the chat. Because I got the Botrix bot on that one for Kick. But it also does Twitch and stuff too. Good old garlic bread. I can't believe we got a 5-star review about our garlic bread. It's not even real garlic bread. And it could be so much better. Non-brand charger. Ah, they try to pull that card, huh? Mine is just, you know, old, beat down. in need of a new one, you know? Tired from the weekend. Yeah, my body's sore today, dude. That's for sure. We had a pretty busy week, you know, of prep. I had the food fight. And then the truck, you know, was decent. And my body's feeling it today. It's more my back, I guess. I just feel like stiff. So I'm kind of glad. I mean, we don't have a lot of stuff here to prep anyway until I go get the order tomorrow and Tuesday. I'll probably have to go tomorrow and get some stuff. And Tuesday. So that's why today we'll just knock out the pasta dough with all the eggs that we have, and I'll work on this butt rub. Probably make the dough first, and then the rub. That way the dough can sit in the fridge, and maybe, you know, I like to let it rest overnight. But we'll see what it feels like after it sits for a minute and I work on butt rub. We might roll some of it out today. We might wait. I don't know. There's a 10-inch Android 13 tablet. 1280 by 800 for 60 bucks I can buy right now. Like the same, what's 1280? Oh, like the screen? Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty cheap. What'd you say it was? 10-inch? How big's this one? Is that bigger? This one's 8.5. Can you find an 8.5 for cheaper or no? Diagonal? Oh. Yeah, I knew that. I was just waiting to see if you guys would, you know. That's only 5. So that would be double the size. Jesus. For 60 bucks, not bad at all, dude. Oh, I got to turn on my speaker. Engine! What's up, bud? Yeah, I don't... Graham, that sounds good, dude. Unless we can get a cheaper one that's smaller, but... That's TVs. Oh. Well, either way, it's 8.5 by 5. Because we don't want a fire. And it just keeps swelling. And you guys said it's not going to stop swelling. So we should probably try to get a new one. The batter went spicy. It's been swelling. And it's just getting worse. The screen's like popping out. Hashtag upgrade. Yes. Exactly. Engine, thank you for the 5, though, dude. Appreciate you. Happy Father's Day. You're not a dad, are you? You're like maybe a cat dad. You guys got a cat? Happy Cat Dad Day. There's a dad right there. Happy Father's Day, Texas Dad. Welcome in. And the cat dad. They got 6 cats. And they're all hairless. Engine's house is filled with hairless cats. So he has dandruff all over his clothes all the time. Six. 6-inch sub deals? Where? Double says, I'm definitely not hairless. No, nor am I. You have 3 picks in the score. Let me see. Happy Cat Dad Day, Mahler. Yo, what up, John? And the poppies. Yes, John. Thank you for including the poppies. It was very nice of you. Everybody is included. That's why you should go follow John Leong. There is no prejudice there. Even the poppies. Mahler says he has 3 cats. I love that everybody posts their pets. Dang, Luna's got a bunch of cats too. Yo! Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Happy Animal Husbandry Day. Are we sharing pets? We have a pet Discord, and I was just talking about cats. There's already a lot of pets in there. I love pets. I would love to see your pets. My wife has a dang Instagram account for her cats, not ours. Hers. Hi, Matt. Happy Father's Day, dude. Good to see you. You have 3 cats. 3 fish tanks and a little koi pond. Ooh, you like the fish? I had a cool fish tank a couple times, like a saltwater tank. They're hard to take care of, though. I like fish tanks. But saltwater fish are just so expensive. And it's just harder to take. I don't know. I find it kind of hard to take care of it. All right, so I got a whisk, a bowl for the eggs, this, a thing. We got flour, got oil. Yo, I almost dropped it. The bowl went sliding. I do know we're going to make a lasagna this week for the special. That's going to be a thing. Good to see you, Matt. Thank you for being here. Oh, Krem, you ordered one? Let's go. Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, a fire would not be a good thing. I didn't realize it was doing, that's what was causing it, the battery. On 525. I scrolled up and saw him. You want me to show him? Yeah, I saw him. I can show him. I've seen all of Mike's dogs. Look at Mahler's. Dude, look at the face of that. That cat is like, but I like this picture the best. Just getting the light, the little sunbeam. That's got to feel good. And then here's the one with the mean mug face in the other picture. This is the mean mugger. Always looks like pissed off at you. So furry. Hi, Chaos. How are you? Happy Sunday. Pulled the trigger, engine. I mean, $60 isn't bad for a tablet, especially double the size of this one. Whatever we can use to be able to read chat and not blow up the truck, I guess. That cat has the 1,000-yard stare. Once that lithium battery goes, it'll be hard to put out. Just keep a bucket of water ready. Hell no. Put it in the trash. That'll be for the landfill to figure out. Maybe we'll burn a little landfill. Clean it out a little bit. This time with the pasta dough, we're not gonna mix it as long, so it doesn't cut out. I mean, if that battery pops off, I think we're good if he ordered one. I'm not worried about today. I'm not putting it back in the truck though. I'll keep it inside, which will help it. All right, so we got oil, salt. We're gonna need some water. So I need a, do I have a quart container in here? Yes. Matt says we don't like figuring that stuff out. Dude, I didn't know that it was, doing that. Because of that. That could be dangerous. That could be very dangerous. Mahler said that cat's a purebred and has been pampered from purchase. Her mom turned her into that shit. Hey, you'll have that. You'll have that. All right, we got a lot of roasted garlic to get rid of, so we're going to put that in the dough. Let me find the oldest one. They're all the same date, it looks like. Cool. There's a whole Reddit group about spicy pillows, like what's in your tablet. Oh, God. Hey, what up, Kenny? Good to see you. I think it's $6.90. Let's find the pasta dough recipe. I'm so used to making half batches, I can't remember a whole batch. But I guess I can just double it. Duh. Rockstar, happy Dad's Day, dude. It is $6.90 and $600. Happy Dad's Day, dude. Are the kids and the wife gone? Rockstar's supposed to have the house to himself, chat. He's running around naked with some pom-poms. Happy Father's Day, Kenny. Good to see you today. Yeah, hey, if it sells, it sells, right? No need to mess around. No need to mess around, man. Hot double. All right, so we're gonna get this dough going. I'll just use the mixing bowl for the bowl. 644 grams is the bowl. No creeping double. Yeah, look at all those creepings. Thank gosh they weren't giga creeps, because that would be really creepy. We're gonna need some flour. Because this probably isn't enough. That's exactly what we need. 690. It's 694, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And then we'll get some more flour. I need 600 grams of this. Nice, dude. No kidding. Congrats. I didn't know you were donating some of that. That's badass. Yeah, and if it sold so well, you might as well do it again. Obviously, people were kind of craving that too. Something different. And it must have been really good. Hi, Steve. How are you? Happy Sunday. Good to see you, my friend. We are making some pasta dough. We ran out this week. I had 24 orders, and we ran out Friday night. So I am thinking about making 2.5 batches of dough. Maybe getting a little bit extra, you know. A little extra. All right, so we need 10 yolks, 6 eggs. Let's knock out the 6 now. You haven't even mowed yet? I thought you said you were going to get up early and mow. It's Father's Day, dude. You should pay some little kid down the street to do it. Tell him you'll give him candy. You were too tired? Yeah, you might as well. Sleep it in, dude. Sleep it in. It's your day. A dad of 2 daughters. Someone did some late night cleaning. Yeah, right. He did not. Oh. No. Woo. Is Minja here? Don't let her see what just happened. Yes. She didn't see it. Can't see anything, chat. You don't see it. Nothing happened. No. No, dude. I can't hold anything in my right hand. It's just like slips out half the time. I can't feel it. It's crazy, dude. Sometimes I can't feel what I'm holding, and my fingers just like drop it. God dang it. Minja's here. Minja, nothing happened. It starts here, and then here, and then runs all the way down here. No, chat. Exclamation CPS. Exclamation CPS. Wait. Exclamation point SPS. I need to make an SPS. This isn't fair. I'm going to make an SPS. Hi, Bluesy. Hi, Baseball. Happy Sunday. Minja, happy Sunday. Don't they call that a stranger? What, when you can't feel anything in your hand? Yeah. Yeah. It's called the stranger. Your Cubs are losing. Feel like an Astros fan right now? Wow, dude. Really? You're digging now? I'm not even wearing the gear today. Took Dad out to the diner, got himself Philly cheesesteak with Cajun shrimp. No kidding. That was a good choice. Legendary choice right there. Chef Kev is shooting me a message. He's just finishing his 14-hour Father's Day shift at the restaurant. With one hand, basically, because his fingers on his other hand are just jacked. SPS is a fake agency, and CPS will be alerted to that. That's bullshit. I have rights. I have rights. Pepe, you got to get out of here, dude. No, chat. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what I have. Basically, emotional damage. Thank you, Baseball. Yeah, happy Father's Day. I mean, he just got here. He can't even catch a break on Father's Day. Y'all are just sick. Kenny, I'm sorry for how you are treated. I blame Minja. She won't let me have an SPS. Blame her, dude. If you manage to hurt yourself with this mixer, you got issues. There's like 3 safety features on this thing. Looking mighty nice, though. It smells good. Very garlicky. Very yellow. Very soft. We are definitely going to need a little bit of water. It's nice to be able to do this much dough at once. Cleaning the bowl. Struggling. You guys really do hate him, don't you? $69 here today. Ooh, somebody kill that bastard. Lucky. You lucky. Somebody did it. Okay, flour. Pepe made me do it? Oh, God. Pepe's a bastard. We need to get another Pepe. Maybe to cheer this Pepe up. No, chat. SPS. SPS.
Abuse against chat. Very serious.
He's like Charlie Manson. We need to give him a friend. It's got to help. Everybody needs a friend. Oh, God. There is no mess. It's in the bowl, chat. It's in the bowl, dude. 100 here. Dang. That's big time numbers. That's a be careful out there day. Look at all the Kenny gets everywhere. Well, it actually feels nice. It feels great, actually. So basically the mixer can get it to almost ready, clean the bowl kind of thing. But you still got to do some kneading. That's what she said. I said clean the bowl, not ball. Wait, what? I know. I know. Woo! A double batch is a lot harder than a single batch. Let's go. Ah, man. I love that command. Chat, where's Twisted been, by the way? Hope everything's okay. Because he's been going through that heart stuff. He's got stents in his heart and all that shit. And I haven't seen him in a couple days. You don't know Minja's commands? She's got some goodies, dude. Her original was my favorite. She's also got one for the community, for the fam. For all of you guys. She made one for you guys. She's got one for Destiny. Because she's a legend. I like that one. Hello? She's got some bangers, chat. Same to you, Steve. Happy Father's Day, my friend. Thank you for spending a little bit of time out of your day here. We're just trying to get some pasta dough made today. We don't have much. I got to go get my order tomorrow and Tuesday. But I might go to the smaller store tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I got sausage pulled that we made for Sunday gravy. So maybe we'll work on that tomorrow. Some gravy. Yeah, this one. That's your song, chat. Hoo-hoo. I like that one. Dude, they set you up for failure with this, by the way. There's no way to open a bag and not... Look, it's even in this flap. You can't blame that mess on me. Nope. Don't. It came this way. SPS. SPS. No CPS. SPS. Y'all are fucked, chat. That's not me. No double. Look, see? All clean. Dang it, Kenny. uh, hey, Andrew, how you doing? Welcome in. I seen you signed up for the team yesterday. Thank you. Andrew signed up to goodcausecrusaders.com. Andrew wants to make a difference. Andrew wants to help. Andrew, we have a couple videos on that website to show you how to make a campaign. If you need any help or additional help or whatever, you can always reach out to myself or Rockstar. If you need help figuring out how to set up a campaign or how to, because your next step, Andrew, is you're going to want to make a Tiltify account, which is free, and it's easy at Tiltify.com. Because then we can get you a team invite on Tiltify. And then from Tiltify, you can start raising money. So yeah, feel free to reach out if you get stuck. But there's a couple videos on there, and get your Tiltify account made. And we'll send you a team invite. Once you make it, shoot me a message, and I'll send you a link for the team. Hi, Win. Cheers. Good to have you today. Happy Sunday. We are not going to go out today in the parking lot. I forgot it was Father's Day, honestly. I'm not going to lie. But it just wouldn't be a good idea. It's kind of slower there anyway, and it is great for advertising type thing to be there as much as we can. But Father's Day is like dad's grilling out or getting food made for him. I don't know. I don't think it would have been smart to just take the truck out there. And this way we can use today to catch up a little bit on some prep stuff that we need. $94. It seems pretty hot out today. Hey, I did hear we are going to be getting a hurricane, possibly. It's forming right now. And it's supposed to be here maybe Wednesday. They had a guesstimated forecast of like 5 to 12 inches of rain, which is not good. So we might have a weird week ahead of us midweek. I don't know how long it's going to last, how big it is. There was a water spout off Galveston recently. Yeah, they basically said it's coming Wednesday. So, real feeling 97, Steve. Make sure you cover up. Wear your cowboy hat if you're outside. Represent, dude. Keep that sun off your neck. You might have to be flying out on Wednesday. Good luck. You're probably not flying anywhere with how they're making it sound. They're making it sound not fun. Very dangerous. Let's go, Steve. That's a lot of hundreds. I think my body is ready for this summer on the truck. 100+ degree days on there in the last couple weeks. There were a few times where, you know, I was definitely pretty hot. Sometimes, like, you'll feel dizzy for a second. But I think I'm good to go. I think I'm good to go. Hunt it. We'll have it because we're going to need... Yeah, we'll have enough for a half a batch after this, too. So we'll do 2 full batches and a half batch. And that'll give us a little bit more than the 24 that we had last week. We had just enough eggs. Hey, what up, Dot? What are we making? I got to make pasta dough this week. We ran out on Friday. No bread yet. Plus, I'm not going to do that on stream. Good to see you, though, man. Good to see you. Just getting caught up on some stuff today. Nice, easy day. I got to make butt rub after this because we sold some. And I smoked the salt the other day for it. So we're going to get butt rub mixed up today. And I got to get some packaged. And we're going to make pasta dough today. Depending on our time, you know, we might roll some out. I like to let it sit overnight, honestly. So we'll see. We'll see. White eggs. Yeah. They're cheaper. And the yolks don't look as good as yours either. You got them like real bright orange yolks. I wish I had those. But we'd have to pay a lot more for our eggs. I mean, I'm sure we can get some. I can find some. But food costs, dude. Food costs, dude. The customers don't care like I care how yellow or gold their dough is. I wish it was like more. But it's not worth paying that much extra. Time to add food coloring? No. You get your, yeah, last night I did. I haven't got that monogun thing yet. I need help to get. But last night, this younger kid was hanging out in Discord. And we ran it. I only did it once. And I want, you know, and only on my Titan. So I definitely need to do it a lot more, but I got to run my other characters through the story first, I think. Unless it's unlocked on those characters. But I don't think it is. I didn't get a great roll. I mean, it wasn't bad. But, and then we tried to do the the cheese thing, and he jumped over to the load zone before I did, and then when I got there, it went away and didn't count. So I didn't even get a double drop. And then late last night, I tried to just farm some chests for a little bit, and I probably grabbed like 25 or so. About an hour, hour and a half, hour. And I didn't get one. I was like, man, this sucks. That's a lot of chests to not get one. But thank you for asking, Minja. I definitely still need some help, though. You just bought 90 large eggs for $14. That's a good price, dude, especially for those eggs. Those are quality eggs, bud. I pay... How many are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 30. So I pay $8 for 60. And you pay 14 for 90 better. That's a good deal. The overthrow chest. Oh. Well, thank you for that. No wonder why I didn't get any. Well, I had fun shooting bad guys. Now I see where I messed up. That sucks. Eggs are abundant. Good. Hi, David. How are you? You get farm fresh eggs delivered. Yeah, Kenny gets them delivered. Dot used to live in Canada, Kenny. He was Canadian at one point. Now he's Costa Rican. He's half and half. He just hates on Canada and America. You could be wrong. I'll try the overthrow ones. I mean, I still want to run the mission, though. I need to find some help running I want to run it like a few times so I can get used to it. Because I've only done it once, and it was like a lot of things going on. I mean, I think I understand it, but... And then I still need to do it on the other characters, too. I'm going to start those characters this week. That's what I'm going to work on. Just getting them run through the story. I haven't even got to play on the Hunter or the Warlock. I've just been on the Titan the whole time. Come on, Doe, you can do it. It's like right on the verge of coming together. I don't want to add more water. Let's put a little Soulja Boy in it. Let's kick it up a notch, as Emerald will say. There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, it feels good. Fuck the North. Y'all wild and lost. Out. You're a mission. Yeah, I just haven't had a lot of time to grind. Today we're supposed to do a raid though, Minja. Finally, just to get in there and to run around. I mean, I'm not thinking we're gonna beat it. Maybe we will. I don't know. But today we're doing a raid. Am I wrong? No. You're right. We are wild. Today we get to do a raid. I'm excited. Whatever, dude. She does not. You're fucked up, dude. You daydreaming? It would be much easier if we could go in our pants. You could get way more accomplished, I feel, throughout the day. Yeah. That's a good one. It's like perfectly firm. Still a little bit soft. We nailed this one. Yeah. Mm. Cool. Pretty happy. I dig it. It's like working together, dude. It's great. I appreciate you for typing. It is nice to have company. I appreciate my community. It sucks doing everything, you know, alone with nobody to talk to. That's my favorite thing about kitchens, right? Like the back and forth with the crew. My community is awesome. They're helpful. They're smart. They offer great ideas. I got flour in my eye or something. All right, half batch. So we got 2 full batches. That would have taken me 4. That would have been 4 batches in my old mixer. I probably would have been finishing like the second or third one at most. And now we're already done, which is cool. All right, so we need 345 grams. 372. Nah. Yeah. We'll leave it. Because I'm going to be adding some more anyway at some point. And then we need 300. So 672. Let's go, Reflex. Happy Father's Day. About a thing. Every little thing. All right. Who's smart? Chat. I always ask questions and you answer truthfully. Never a lie. Two to one. Let's go, dude. Father's Day soccer or football. We are having Father's Day pasta day, and we're going to make some butt rub too. Double says, not always true. I'm going to need your help, chat, when we make butt rub. Because we're going to have to weigh it. Get a total weight of how much all the rub weighs together. And then we got to figure out what 2% of that is. And that's how much rice hulls I'm going to be putting in there. And that's beyond my math. Y'all can be the 2%ers. Hey, hi, Pepper. Lying is hard. You have to remember all that bullshit. Too lazy. Yeah, I agree. I wish a bunch of people lived by that. They figure it out. When you get caught up in one, you figure out how annoying it is. We're not sinners. I think I'm just going to use this bowl. So I still need that for pasta dough, but I'm not going to dump a half a batch in that big-ass mixer. Or not pasta dough, for butt rub. We still need that for butt rub, so I'm not going to clean that yet. But let's just use our mixer for this half batch. It's already in the bowl. Happy Father's Day, Pepper. Hopefully you're enjoying the weekend. Nice, easy, chill day. Definitely want to spray that bowl out. When they dry up, it's a rough situation. It's like the hardest dishes to clean is anything with egg yolk. This reeks of garlic. It feels weird using this little thing when you just got done using the big one. Thing feels so tiny. Oh, yeah. You know you're there when the bowl is clean. Feels good. I think it just needs one little more. One little more. And I already had a little bit extra in there anyway. Get in there. Welcome in, noob. Happy Father's Day. Your day is winding down, my friend. Hopefully you had a good one. Got to spend some time with family, eat some food. What's up, man? Hi, my friend. Yeah, no job today. It was just going to be slower than usual in that parking lot probably today. No job. Everybody's grilling out. Chilling out. Yeah, that's what Reflex was watching some soccer all day today too, he said. Would have been slower than yesterday? Yeah, that's bad. I still can't believe how slow yesterday was. I mean, that place has never been really that good. And Krem and I, like I said, were talking yesterday on the way there about probably this would be our last time here. And that pretty much solidified it. Also, the fact that they didn't even know we were going to be there, which seems to happen a lot. Not just with them, but with other places. I don't get it. So, you know, they're going to be on the bottom of the list. The fill-in slots. What up, Brock? It was the polar opposite of Friday? Yeah. I'm glad I told Kyle not to work. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. It also could have been, you know, the holiday. It was a Saturday for Father's Day. You know, maybe a bunch of people were out on Saturday doing fun things, activities. Good to see you, Brock. We've gone to the wrong place in the past. I'm just talking about like people, you know, not expecting us to be there, not sending out any emails. Oh, we didn't realize you guys were here today, kind of thing. Dads love carbs. They do love carbs. Yeah. This one feels really good too. We did really good on all the dough today. They're all very tight, and I like that. I like them tight. All right. Water we don't need anymore. Whites we don't need anymore. Garlic we don't need anymore. Flour we don't need anymore right now. Recipe we don't need anymore right now. That we might need. We'll use that to weigh out the spices. Okay. Let's let that dough chill for a little bit. And let's get to some butt rub. Oh, you are? It's about time, dude. You'd be surprised how many people you can inspire, man. How many people we get in here that are just like, you know, doing something similar of their own, wanting to see how it goes, ask for a little bit of help. Yesterday, we just had somebody in that I was talking to about hood vents. You know? A lot of people have questions. You know? And they like to see that kind of stuff. You'll do it from the Carney. Yes, yes. That's what I would do. Start an account with the name of the spot. And build it up, dude. It's exactly what I would do. Okay, so I need a measuring cup. And then we're going to weigh everything, chat. And then you guys can help me do math. It sounds fun, right? Because we got to put rice hulls in there to keep it from clumping, but it has to be 2% of whatever the weight is. All right, let's get the salt weighed. Just start with the big guy. All the smoked salt. It is very smoky. There's a lot of smoky speckles in there. A lot of good flavor. Oh, if you leave it on when you turn it on, it automatically zeroes it out? The hell? I didn't know that. I always turn it on, then put the bowl on, then zero it out. I didn't know you can leave the bowl on, turn it on, and it's automatically zeroed out. Am I weird? Has it always been that way? One. We'll do 8 cups. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hell, that's only 2 pounds. Let's do 10. I didn't know how heavy it was going to be. 9. Okay, 10 cups. $3.7. 3 pounds, 7 ounces. And that was 10 cups. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 cups, 2 pounds, 10 ounces. At 18 cups. I hope I can. Actually, I'm going to do the brown sugar next and get that mixed before I start in all the other stuff. This is filling up quick. I thought this bowl would be plenty big enough. But we filling. A fruit vendor in the wild in Chicago. Is it in food porn? Let's go, noob. Dang. Classic noob. Look at that, man. That's what you ate today, bud? Congrats. Looks amazing, noob. I want that bread. In that gravy. Where did you post? Oh, here it is. General photos. Look at that guy, dude. Set up a couple little tents. Did you stop and get any? Looks like a lot of apples. Little bananas. Little bananas. Man, he's got a little bit of everything. Hustling today. Every day he's hustling, hustling, hustling. You didn't? That's okay. It's nice to try to support when you can. I like seeing little farmers market stuff like that. Okay. Knife from Connecticut. Thanks, Steve. You used to have trucks go through your neighborhood. Oh, nice. That would be cool. Actually, I'm going to dump the brown sugar in here so it's easier to get out of the damn bag. I might not need it all, though. Well, whatever. Put it back in the bag. All right, so I did 18 cups of salt. Do 8 cups of this. 8.5, actually. But we need to weigh it. 1, 2, 3, basically 4. So both bags. That's easy. That makes it easier. That weighs 4 pounds. See how she does. Let's see how she performs. This is going to be a lot easier than me hand mixing, like I've done for the last 4 years. Yeah. All right, what's up? Oh, have you ever tried plugging it in? Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? Maybe you should plug it in. Please smoke. Does this look good? The hardest part is getting the brown sugar mixed in with everything without it like being clumpy. And it's so hard to do by hand. I would spend like a half hour of going back through it and breaking up little chunks of brown sugar. This right here? This is where it's at. Problem is, we're not going to be able to fit everything in this mixer, though. And I'm going to need a bus tub to dump it in. This is saving a lot of time. Definitely going to have to tighten this thing, though. It wiggles itself. I can tighten it up here. This is great. It smells so good. Like all that smoke. I think I'm going to add the pepper next and the cayenne because it's not that much. And that can fit in there. And then we'll get all that mixed and then we'll mix the rest of the stuff. And then we'll mix it all together after that, and we should be good. We should have got a bigger one. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, I'm very happy with this one. Thank you, Grandma Jules. Very, very happy with this one. Okay, so that's the salt. Brown sugar. Next up is pepper. All right, so we got 18 cups of salt. The brown pepper, or the brown sugar. How much pepper? 3 cups. Oh, we gotta weigh it. Don't forget to weigh it. Three cups of pepper. That's so much. And then Cool Whip. What up, Aru? Oh, we are whipping. And then we need 2 cups of cayenne. That seems like a lot, doesn't it? I think we're going to do 2. Oh, my nose already, dude. Between cayenne pepper and black pepper, it's insane in here right now. I feel like it's in my face. Oh, shit. What was the total weight? Before I dump. 1.2. Oh, we're going to have to feather this one. Oh, it's bad. It's bad in my nose. Ah. Ah. This mixer is a lifesaver right now. Hi, DJ. Hello. Happy Father's Day, DJ. Chad, if you didn't know, DJ is a mom that is single and a dad all at the same time. She gets to celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day. Because she does it all. Like so many other moms do. Woo! Yeah, this already looks way better. Compared to me trying to hand mix all that brown sugar in with the salt like this. Amazing. Amazing. All right. I'm dying over here. We're dying over here. We out here dying. What you cooking up? What up, Aru? We are making the, well, we just made 2.5 batches of pasta dough because we ran out on Friday, and 2 batches gives us about 24. So we're doing 2.5 this time. So maybe we can get about 30 this weekend. And then that's in the cooler chilling out right now. So we're working on butt rub. And we need... I'm doing math. I gotta sneeze. Woo! I had to sneeze. 8 cups. Woo! We need 8 cups of this. Hey, Dot! Carne Vida. We'll give you a follow. Can we get a shout out? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll give you. We'll let's everybody follow Dot. That way, when he's at his little sandwich shop in Costa Rica pretty soon, streaming. Oh, DJ, the Carne Vida one. User actions, follow. I followed Dot. Yeah, Dot wants to start streaming from the sandwich shop. Doing a little prep and stuff coming up. So now, when we get the notification, we can go check out his little sandwiches. Hell yeah, brother. I told you to do 2.76. I've been following that. I know Grandma Jules. No, he just started a new account, Carne Vida, which is the name of his restaurant. Well, not really restaurant. His shop. His sandwich shop. I see all the pictures all the time on Instagram, but you don't ever get to you don't ever get to see the magic happen, you know? Okay. We need 8 cups. Basically, we need 8 cups of all the rest of the spices. So we got the chili powder in there. This is the worst of them. As far as like in your nose, hard to mix. This is onion powder. Two. And it is very like light and it really gets in your nose. 3. 4. Oh, it's rough, Grandma. Hey, but good news is I got a brand new mixer that can do this instead of my hands. I swear, it took me so long to make butt rub the last couple years because trying to mix all this by hand, it's all up in your... Dude, I would blow this out of my nose for like 2 days afterwards. This is the major culprit, though. Onion powder is just very, like, dusty. And I originally, when I made this recipe, I was using garlic powder, too. And I just couldn't take it. So I changed it to granulated garlic. Too much powder. 2.4. Woo! Onion salt instead. I think that'd be too much because, Dan, I put in 16 cups of smoked salt already. This is a very heavy, like, salt rub, I guess you can say. Not a bad idea. I thought about it a long time ago. But then the amount of salt that's already in here. Plus, this stuff right here, granulated garlic, is very salty too. All right, 8 and 8. 8 and 8. Uh, 2.12. Okay, okay. Happy Father's Day, Dan. Good to see you, brother. Happy Sunday, bud. You should wear a respirator. Yeah, that is definitely should be a thing. We were just talking about that yesterday. I never have, and I should, but I don't have one right now. Also, at this point, it's too late. Maybe it's not too late, but I only got one left, I think. This is the last one. Brown sugar's in there, chili powder, onion powder, granulated paprika, cayenne pepper. Yeah, that's the last thing other than the mushroom or the rice hulls. Yeah, I can't believe I never. I mean, this would be like my 5th or 6th time making this, and I've never used a damn respirator every time. And it's like, man, I'm an idiot. And I did the same thing today. Okay. This is 2.10. Yeah. That onion powder ain't getting to me this time. We're feathering. Way better. Such a better mix. I could never do this by hand. Yeah. I know, Aru, wild. I just never thought about it. I just always start in on something, you know, and then just whatever, keep going. But yeah, I mean, it would have been way smarter to do this with a mask on all those times. Having this mixer really helped, because now we're like, it's mixed so well. Now I just got to mix the two together instead of all this together by hand, you know? Also, there's not a lot of clumps in here like there usually is with the brown sugar. And then once I get this mixed together a little bit, we'll add up all those weights I wrote down, and then we can do the 2% math thing. And then I'll get the rice hulls in here, and then like I'll really mix it. I'm just gonna do a little preliminary mix right now. It feels 10 times better already. Everything's just like very light. I don't see any clumps. It's very nice. Oh, there's a clump. Got it. There's a clump. So is the brown sugar. Here's a clump. All right. See where we're at. Woo! Woo! Ah. This needs to get mixed a little more, but that's pretty much it. That's great. I feel like it has a little bit more cayenne. What did I do? 2 cups? Or did I do 3? I did 2. 2 cups of cayenne. Probably could have did 1.5. It's good. It tastes like butt rub, sort of. Not all the way yet, but it's close. All right, let's add up. Where's my phone? These numbers are too wild to ask you guys. $3.7 plus 2.10 plus $1.2, 2.7, 2.4, 2.12, 2.10, I can't read my own writing, chat. Okay, I can now. Now I see what it says. 4. It says 20 pounds. So then we need 20. What do I do for 2% of 20 pounds? Oh, is that easy? Isn't that 2 pounds? Wait, no. Am I wrong? What's 20%? What's 2 pounds of 20%? Wait, how do you say it? What's 2% of 20 pounds? How you do that? Next time, weigh it in grams. Makes math easier. Yeah. 4/10 of a pound. So 2% of 20 pounds, at least 60. No, Dot. How would I do that on a calculator? 20 pounds times 2%, 0.4. That's what double did. That's what Dan said. Okay. So that's how you do it. 20 pounds times 2%. That's not hard. So what is 0.4 in pounds? Thank you, Luna. 6.4 ounces. That's what I need. Thank you, guys. And gals. So this, it will keep it from clumping up all the brown sugar and stuff. But it also doesn't add like any flavor, which is good. 500 grams for a pound there. Wait, what? Seems like a lot. So I need 6.4 ounces. How many ounces is this? Oh, 16. Okay, we're good. Perfect. And I have enough for another bag. Because if there's 16 ounces in that bag, and I only need like 6, we're golden. We're golden. 20 pounds is 10 kilos. Yeah, I don't know why we use like cups and weird stuff here. I definitely think grams are the better way to go, like Danner said. Almost all my recipes I put into grams, except for this one. This one's older. I've been making this for a long time. I'm just happy people enjoy it. I mean, I originally made this recipe for the baseball team in Cleveland. And the original recipe is all in it's like a small recipe, 1 cups of each spice, and I did 8 cups of mostly every spice. The original recipe I did was 1 cup of each spice. So it always gets tricky when you're doing like quadrupling recipes or even more kind of thing to get it to still taste good. Hey, what up, Lumen? Or to taste consistent. The best thing, though, about this rub that I found were these rice hulls. Because the original batch was clumping a lot because of the brown sugar, and then I started reading into it and found a lot of people use rice hulls. And I'm glad I did that because they work really good. It's definitely an anti-caking. I gotta sneeze again. Hi, Lumen. How did pasta night turn out last night with the sourdough nudes? The pomodoro sauce? The chicken parmesan? How'd everything turn out? Did you get laid? It's good to see you, man. Happy Father's Day. Turned out great. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. The noodles didn't get all gummy. The chicken wasn't raw or burnt. The sour of the sourdough. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's just so much. I got to sneeze. It's just so much extra work. Hey, hi, Lynn. Happy Father's Day. Tell the hubby. It's just so much extra work to make like a sourdough noodle for it to not come through. You know, I get that all the time, Lumen. Like, for instance, today, we just made a bunch of roasted garlic pasta dough. I make it a lot. It stinks like garlic. I mean, we put a lot of garlic in the dough. As soon as you cook it off and you try to taste it, you can't taste any of it, dude. And it's the same way when I make, like, asparagus pasta or roasted red pepper pasta. By the time you boil it, dude, it's just not there. Sauce was easy. Yeah, that's all one pot. Luna says, how old's your starter? That's a good question, Luna. Do you think the more fermented and older of a starter, the more that it would come through? Have you ever made sourdough pasta, Luna? Thank you, Luna, for your help. Second Sunday of November. Ah, okay. Well, happy Sunday to you. Not Father's Day. Sourdough pasta just bakes? Yeah, yeah. Lumen made a sourdough noodle yesterday for the first time. I mean, most of his concern yesterday was his space, counter space, rolling it out. He doesn't have much. But he said it turned out great, but also, like he said earlier, if I would have let the dough ferment maybe a day or so, it might have turned out like... When he cooked it, it just wasn't like, you know, a typical sourdough kind of tang or whatever you get from the sourdough, right? But he said if he would have let it ferment, maybe. Sounds amazeballs. Yeah, sounds good, right? It just seems like a lot of work, though. That's what I was kind of talking about. Yo, Rotten coming in with the 28 months. I mean, it's a good way if you have a sourdough starter. It's a good way to just do something a little bit different. Rotten, thank you for the 28 months of support and kindness. Enjoy all the wieners and the wiggle spam alerts. Like everyone do have a disclaimer. Appreciate you, brother. Happy Father's Day, dude. Your starter's over 20. Yeah, Lumen doesn't have that luxury. You're cracking off some ribs today. I looked at the store today, Just Bakes, when I was out. I was going to maybe grab some and cook them off today in the smoker, but they were pretty pricey and they just didn't look like it'd be worth it, so I didn't pull the trigger. But I'm happy for you, lucky bastard. What kind of ribs did you go with? Like some back ribs? Meaty Boys at $2.79. Let's go. That's a damn good deal, bud. Backport. There you go. Yeah. Those are my favorite. I don't hate St. Louis style ribs. You just don't, like on one end, they're a good size rib. And then it like tails off. And like the last four ribs, it's almost like a xylophone. The last four ribs are like this big. And it's not like St. Louis style ribs are any better than a back rib. I'd rather get a more meatier, better rib. You can keep the St. Louis style. You do 24 hours before using it, Luna says. Is that butt rub? Yeah, we're making butt rub. I sold my last pound the other day, and then I got an order for 4 orders of dog treats that I got to send out tomorrow, which is 160 treats. We still got more, though. You can order them on the website. And then they also ordered a pound of butt rub, too, which is really cool. So I smoked the salt last week for the rubs, so it had to get done anyway. And since I'm mailing out the dog treats tomorrow, I want to mail the butt rub, too. So they both get there at the same time. One rack dry, and then one rack with my candy barked barbecue and a wet coat at the end. Oh, so they're going to be all nice and shiny and glazy. I already know what you're talking about, Just Bakes. They almost look illegal. They're so sticky and shiny and sparkly, but then when you touch it, it doesn't really stick to your fingers. It's amazing how that works. Hey, Rui coming in, busting in the door. It's getting closer to the move time, my friend. Rui, I got a bunch of butt rub boogers right now. Honestly, I've only sneezed how many times so far, chat? 4? It's actually pretty good. Got the old butt rub boogers going. Getting close to the big... I know, dude. Don't remind me. When's our birthday? Next week? Is it already here next week? Or is it the week after that? It's almost birthday. Ah, so they taught you the art of ribs? That's good, Just Bakes. Hell yeah, brother. All the secrets. That's good. Well, enjoy. Happy Father's Day. Enjoy your ribs today, man. You deserve it. Thank you for what you do. You get to think about them a little bit today, too, right? Share some love, good memories. It's a good day to be alive, man. All right, we should be good. Let's taste it. We got to use the new mixer to mix the butt rub today, though. We couldn't mix all of it in there because it's not big enough, but the brown sugar and the salt are mixed perfect. There's no brown sugar clumps in here. Everything seems very uniform. I'm very happy about it. It seems very light, too, compared to, you know, when I have to hand mix it all by myself. Butt rub? Boston butt? No, this is butt rub. I guess they felt sorry for you. I gotta try your rub. I know, Dot. You should. Hey, if you send me an address, I can send some to Costa Rica. I don't know how expensive it'd be, but just to give it a go. I gotta blow my nose because I can taste it, but I can't taste it. Woo! All right, let me wash my hands. That wasn't bad at all. Usually it comes out the same color as paprika when I blow my nose. I didn't see any spices in there. I feel like it's in my throat, though. Ah. At least it didn't come out orange. Oh, it looks like Creme has some creme delish to mail out tomorrow, too. I see a package of creme delish in here. Woo! Mailing to Costa Rica is such a pity. My family down there, we mail to the city church, then give directions. Jesus, bro. Yeah, Dot has Carnavita. Or Dot, you know, my good buddy Dot. He's going to be streaming from his sandwich shop in Costa Rica soon. So if you want to follow the Carnavita account that you see there in chat, Just Bakes. I don't know where Dot... where's your shops located? Maybe your family's close to you. Or close to Just Bakes. Oh, you just don't receive mail? It's too big of a pain in the ass? For real? It's like that, dude? I can't send something to your business? Sabana Sur and one in Escazú. Hi, Yanni. How are you? Happy Father's Day. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Luna says I just ground up a bunch of dehydrated hot peppers from last year to make some rub. Let's go, Luna. Mine is New Mexico butt. You're a New Mexico butt. You have a New Mexico butt. Happy Father's Day, Leo. Luna says I do. I know you do. Probably cute, too. All right. I like it. It definitely... I should have did a 1.5 of cayenne, not 2. because it has that classic butt rub flavor. Like, I can't get enough of it. Like, I just keep eating it. It's amazing. No MSG. But there's a lot more spice left on my tongue than normal. So in a way, it's not exact. And that kind of pisses me off. Now, the only thing I could do is like add more of every ingredient. But then I'd have to re-smoke more salt. And it's not bad. There's a lot of times when people get the butt rub and they're like, it's sweet and smoky. And they say, I wish it had a little bit more spice. So now they can't say that. I definitely taste the smoke. That's right up front. Then a little bit of that sweet. You get that smoky, salty sweet, like right at the beginning. And I think that's where the addictiveness of the butt rub comes from. And then now I'm getting like that spice. So honestly, I like it. I like it. I guess the thing is, the real test is going to be when Minja's mom gets a hold of it. And we'll see her opinion. How much different it is. Because Minja's mom really loves the butt rub, chat. That's what she said. And she eats the shit out of it, so we'll see what she says about this batch. Like, it's great. I really want to try it, like, on something. So it'd be... Just got done having a homemade... Oh! Father's Day Monte Cristos. Thank you for the biddies, whoever did that. I missed it. Well, Leo, happy Father's Day, brother. Thank you for your service always. Monte Cristos is a good day. Eat the shit out of it, then shit's fire. It's not like that, Luna, but, you know, that's funny. It's definitely spicy, for sure, but it's not like, you know, you're going to shit fire. It's got one of those spices, like, you ever eat something that's like perfectly seasoned and a little bit spicy to where your nose is right on the verge of running, but not, and it's really addicting and you want to keep going in on it? That's what this is. I love it. I love it. This bag might be big enough already. I already got a pre-cutter and a pre-sealed. I don't need this piece of rice in there, though. 1 grain of rice. Shit fire saves matches. I agree. Smokey the Bear says, if you shit fire... My mom doesn't do spicy, really? Yeah, so that's why Minja, that's why I was saying. I'm interested to see what your mom says about this batch. If it's going to be, like, really noticeable to her and too spicy. Your mom's going to be the guinea pig on how close I came. I already know it's a little bit off. But in my opinion, it's not bad at all. Your laptop died. I hate when that happens. Send rub to my mom and she will smuggle it in. All I know, Dot, is I've been stopped at the airport every time I fly with it. They pull my bag aside, pull everything out, wipe like a weird tissue thing on it, ask what it is. So, yeah, I mean, if you want me to send something to your mom so she can smuggle it, she's definitely going to get pulled to the side. I'm assuming. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, then send me an address. Nice shout out by GCX on their Instagram for you. Oh, nice. I didn't even see it. Let's check it out. Thanks, Patrick. Just Bakes, thank you for the 500 biddies. Appreciate you for being a part of this community. Taking time when you can to be here. It's firm. 1 pound. That's what we need to send tomorrow with the dog treats. Now we gotta seal some dog treats, chat. Seal them treats. We're probably we'll do 40 in each pack. Because he ordered 4. One. 2. 3. 4. 'Just put your sticker on it. Yeah, I give a sticker. It won't fit on the package, but I put it in with it. I don't put the sticker on it because that way when you guys get the butt rub in the mail, you can put it in a shaker bottle and then put the sticker on the shaker bottle. You know what I'm saying? Also, it doesn't really stick to this very well. So I just put the two together like this. That way you can put the sticker on it. All right, it's a reel on the GCX Instagram an hour ago telling people to come by the channel. Nice. Yeah, we're already at over $2,000 raised. Which I think we're in 3rd place or 2nd or 3rd place on the leaderboard. Let's check it out, dude. Let's check out the Instagram reel. One story mentions you. Go hang out with Chef Steve. And I love how they included that. And the More Than Pasta food truck. Also, I'm wearing their shirt today, too, by random chance. Cool. That was nice of them to do that. I can't stop putting this rub in my mouth. It's almost like there's MSG in there, but there's not. It has like one of those like addictive. Look who it is, old Michael Doherty. Michael, dude, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you for being a part of this community. Enjoy all the wieners and the wiggles. Spam all over to probably everybody who have a disclaimer. Also, thank you for inspiring, dude. Michael's always sharing progress of his weight loss journey. Very, very much an inspiration, dude. Thank you. Welcome back. Almost a year, dude. They were talking about creme de lish on John's stream, debating if it was MSG. No MSG. It's just that good. I don't eat it like some of those crazy people do on John's stream. Johnson's talking about like eating spoonfuls of it. I'm like, no way, bro. Like, I like creme de lish, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna eat a tablespoon of it. I'd rather stir that tablespoon in milk and drink. Doesn't feel that long. Yeah, a year. Goes quick, doesn't it, dude? I never thought in a million years I'd be streaming for 6 years. I never thought in a million years we'd be 100,000 away from 400,000. It just happens. Thanks for spending time here, man. I hope I cut these bags big enough. I'm an idiot. Gotta get 40 in each one. Now I'm gonna have to neatly stack them to fit 40 in here. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put it on a moist. You can do moist or dry. I'm gonna put it on moist so it doesn't smash it. Hey, it was a broken one. Don't judge me. It was a broken treat. Don't judge me. Ah, my nose is still itching. Man. I went cheapskate on this bag, dude. Yeah! Moist was the play. It didn't break any of them. But it had the proper suckage. Ah. $10. We're mailing out 40 tomorrow. Have you thought of a deal for selling them in person? What's that? The dog treats? I don't think so. I haven't really talked about it. I kind of just wanted to do it. I don't know if I want to do it like all the time. I don't even know if I could keep up with it all the time too, you know, between all the other prep. All right, so there's 20. $40. It's not a bad idea, Michael. I just don't know if I'm up for it. I would rather the butt rub. I would rather, like, put more time into getting the butt rub out there. Honestly. I would love for the butt rub to be in, like, you know, grocery stores. You always see, like, local spices and sauces and stuff in the grocery stores, like, or a spice shop. I would love to see butt rub on some shelves. And definitely have a portion of that, whatever the sales, go to St. Jude. That would be cool. You don't see a lot of spices for charity kind of thing. Oh, my nose is itchy. $20, $40, and they ordered 80. Basically this whole container, but I want to put it in 40 wraps. Yeah, this one's a little bit bigger. This should be easier. Also, Totem ordered all these dog treats, and I don't think he even has a dog. He said he was just going to give them to his friends. Which is time to just to give away. But the money from these does go to an amazing person. Her and her daughter can really use the help. The info is on the website, chefsteve330.tv. If anybody is interested, has any pets, would like some dog treats, and would want to help out, that's where you can also order the butt rub there as well. Because we now officially have butt rub again. That I can't stop licking. Also, is Rusty still streaming? You guys know? I was going to see if he got his package in the mail. Make sure you guys all go into Rusty's channel at some point the next couple days. And razz his ass. Because we sent him the dress. We got to get Rusty to say yes to the dress, chat. He's still streaming? Okay. We got to guilt trip him into wearing that dress. Or at least the gloves. And the crown. Got to guilt trip him. He's definitely not going to be able to fit in the dress. If I could barely fit in the dress, he is a little bit bigger than me. Maybe we can get Lady to get in the dress. He's checking. Okay, cool. I also sent him a little surprise with the dress, too. Not a nudie picture, chat. I already know what you guys are thinking. I didn't send him any nudie pictures. I just sent him a little surprise with the dress. No, it's not going to fit him, Michael, but that's the fun of it. Razzing his ass to get into the dress. Don't judge me, fat. There's way more than 160 in here. We'll give him a little bit extra, but all these aren't going to fit. I got to stop eating them, too. We'll bring these ones in for our dogs. We'll keep these 6 separate. We can feed our dogs. Because they're cute. Did you send it to his home or P.O. box? His house. $69,420. Smoking Road. Rhode Island. No package yet then. Damn it. That means it's probably... I swear I sent it early enough to get there by this weekend, I thought. So now we gotta wait till probably Monday. Is this not sealing? What's it doing? There's so many in here. Talking about the dog biscuits, I had built up selling the personalized dog treats where I had nonstop orders. I was always working on back orders. It was fun, fucking tastic that somebody wanted to purchase. I love doing it for friends, but what got old real quick was not having any free time due to having to bake, slow. Yeah, exactly, Grandma Jules. In a way, they are a lot of work, like you said. Low and slow. You know, making the dough, cutting them all out, getting them all in the trays, and it's definitely a lot of work. It's something I like doing every once in a while for, you know, either animals in need, like Pantry Elf's dog, when last time we did them to help raise money for Marley's vet bills. And now this time, for Nessa and her daughter, so they can get a service dog. But this is definitely something I wouldn't want to do all the time. That's for sure. For sure. I might, why this is out and this roll is here, might do up a couple more pounds of butter just to... When in Rome. go get more bags so we can bag the rest of this. I'm almost out. I'm going to do this roll. Get 2 out of this one. All right, I don't need this. But I do need that. I need these out of my way for now. That's big time, bud. Hi, Comic. How are you? Yeah, Michael does a lot of fit stuff. I think he's like an instructor or a trainer or something. Just Bakes. And he shares his progress on Instagram and stuff. It's not easy, dude. How are you today, Comic? Good to see you. And he misses pizza so much. There you go. Tell him to make a cauliflower crust. Tell him to get gluten-free flour. And eat it too, Comic. Hey, what up, Dags? Had to plug my phone in. We about to die. Welcome in, dude. We made some pasta dough today, and it's going to chill overnight. And then we got butt rub knocked out today. And I can't stop eating it. We got dog treats to mail out tomorrow. We got butt rub to mail out. We got creme de liche to mail out. Nothing with starch either. Well, that sucks because potatoes are my favorite thing. Also, doesn't rice have starch? So basically, he's just eating meat. Can of chicken, 2 eggs, and some parm. Spread it on parchment paper and bake it. I've seen that trick before on Instagram or something. That shredded chicken in a can stuff. It looked cool. It sounds like a great idea. I just never tried it. Have you tried it, Warhide? I would assume it'd be awesome. Using chicken as a pizza crust? Like, come on. That's a no-brainer, dude. It reminds me of like a KFC Double Down. This gets very hot if you do this many. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow, Tuesday we go get our order, but tomorrow I'll go to the other store and grab stuff for Sunday gravy. If we can work on Sunday gravy tomorrow. And all this pasta dough tomorrow. Because I like to let it sit overnight. I always give you more than a pound. That way nobody could ever be like, well, I didn't get a pound. It is $25 plus shipping for a pound, and you always get a little more. Still worked. It's just not as tight like a Toiger. Too late now, though. Seen a bunch on Instagram also. Yeah, it looks really good. He loves gnocchi. I asked yesterday when we celebrated my first 2 weeks of work, but he can't. Yeah, because of the potato. No starch. Basically, he's just probably eating meat, eggs. Lettuce. Veggies, fruit. No sides, though. Well, veggies are sides, I guess, technically. He's a meatitarian? Yeah. That's all they want. Nothing else, just the meat. You add some fruit to it. You should. You need to get that a little bit, you know? It ain't gonna hurt. Just bakes. Couldn't even imagine how expensive kids are. Can barely take care of myself at this point. Well, technically, I can't take care of myself. You guys and Krem are basically taking care of me. It's pretty sad. But I'm very much appreciative. No way, Lumen. No chance for me. Don't you put that juju on me. It would be Vampire Girl. We can't have that. We don't want no mini vampires running around. Steve had triplets? No. You should walk into the house later and look at Krem and say, Happy Father's Day, Dad. He's a stepdad and a dog dad. So technically it counts. Oh, nice. I love Pasta Salad Comic. Man, I'm so happy how this turned out. Honestly, I think it needed that little bit more of the spice. Because the last batch was pretty sweet. It still had a good amount of smoky saltiness to it, but I think it was lacking that little bit of spice. I think it really... It's not bad at all, but you could tell it's there. How does it taste again? That's what I was just talking about, actually. I did 2 cups of cayenne, according to my math. But a lot of times when you're like times 8, I did a times 8. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times stuff gets a little tweaked. I should have done, in my opinion, I probably should have done 1.5 cups of cayenne. And I did 2. But it's not bad by any means, Lumen. Like, everything else is spot on. The salt is nice and smoky. Like, the first thing I've probably already had 1/4 cup of myself from licking it and touching it. Just the spice. It's that good. It's one of those, like, really addicting flavors. The first thing you get is that smoky, salty, sweet. And then, like, a few seconds later, you feel that cayenne either, like, on your tongue or in the back of your throat. And it's not enough to, like, choke you up, but it's enough that you know it's there. And like I said, I think I needed that in the last batch. Because the last batch was smoky, salty, sweeter than this. In my opinion, this is perfect. The flavor tastes great. And I love that little bit of spice on the back end. I'm also really happy how the salt turned out. We used hickory. And hickory is a very powerful smoke. And it's there. It's there when you taste it. Hey, what up, Kenneth? Yeah, so I couldn't fit it all in the mixer, Lumen. But man, this is the best consistency of butt rub I've ever made out of all the batches. The most consistent. Saves so much time. I did all the salt and the brown sugar together first. Well, the salt, the brown sugar, the pepper, and the cayenne is what fit in the mixer. And man, that's the hardest part, is mixing the brown sugar in with the salt. This mixer did a great job with that. Saved so much time. It's consistent. There's no little clumps of brown sugar like normally when I do it by hand. It almost feels lighter. And then I mixed all the other ingredients together in the mixer. And then I put everything in here and mixed everything together by hand. But yeah, really good. The mixer is amazing to have. So I made all the pasta dough today in half the time. And much easier. And I got to make butt rub in a mixer for the first time. And I feel like it's the best butt rub we've ever had. Everything wise. Consistency wise. That's not good. We're going to have to get a double seal on there. But yeah, it turned out great, dude. The essence of Steve. Not in the rub, Kenneth. It'll clump up. The essence of Steve causes clumps, Kenneth. Not legal. Hey, what up, Bad Nova? Kenneth, good to see you. It would make any butt beautiful. Let's go, Luna. Are we still talking about your New Mexico butt? I've been thinking about it this whole time. Did you bring it back up again? I keep a tub of butt rub in the shop, kitchen. Never have enough of Steve's flavor on hand. Thank you, Nova. Cheers, brother. Aki, thank you for the chug. Luma says, I was late to stream because I was at a restaurant with my family, 14 of us. I could only stand to be there for a few hours. My aunt loves to embarrass us. She was singing Happy Father's Day to the tune of Happy Birthday. Oh, God. Either way, you had to duck out. Yeah, I'd have been out too. I'd have been out too. Hey, man, at least you got to enjoy family. I messaged my stepdad today. But at least you got to get out a little bit, enjoy family. We would have been so slow today. So many dads are like either going out to eat and then going home to chill, or, you know, grilling out. They've had reservations already made for the last month. It wouldn't have been a good day on the truck. Appreciate you, Bad Nova. Yeah, Bad Nova has the recipe, so he can just knock it out himself. Nova, do you put anything like the rice hulls or anything in there when you make it? We got a $2 dono. Where? Oh, my phone's over here. I miss all that stuff. Thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry I missed that. Was it anonymous? Also, why didn't I hear it? Use a Bearco sugar, no rice hull. There you go. Man, yesterday, I still can't believe those two guys. We had the one guy tearing up yesterday. They donated over 50 bucks. They bought out all of our desserts, which was awesome. We needed to sell those tiramisu pretty bad. Yeah, it was good, man. I hope they love their pasta. You did another one for Father's Day? Let's go. The first one looked amazing. Lumen, I can't remember the last time I had 14 people in my family together. My grandma was around still, so 15 years ago. 14 top? Everybody's always got to have one of those ants, though. Also, usually those type of ants, like Lumen's talking about, usually, not all the time, but usually, they got the best husbands. Like, they're the cool uncles. Because they got to deal with their wife. You only knew like half the people? Yeah, that's usually how it ends up going. When you get that many. It's just cool that y'all could get out and meet up today. I do enjoy going over to Krem's mom's house and stuff on holidays. Because they got a bigger family. So there's, you know, definitely a bunch of people gathered up. You don't get to do it a lot, so. All right, so I'm going to have to go buy some more bags to finish the rest of this. But I got a good start. So Butt Rub is official right now. It's already been on the website, but y'all can order Butt Rub whenever. Remember, dog treats are already on the website. I'm mailing out dog treats and Butt Rub tomorrow. So feel free to order away if you guys want some stuff shipped tomorrow. If not, it'll be there whenever. It'll be there whenever. I can't wait to hear what people say that have ordered Butt Rub before. And then try this one. Because like I said, it's spot on. It just has that little bit of spice. And I think it almost makes it more addicting that way. It's great. Any excuse is a good excuse to hang with family? Yeah, down south. I miss it, man. I never got to do enough of it anyway. You know what I being in the restaurant business. And most of the time when my family got together big like that, it would be like at my restaurant or something, just so I could be a part of it. On like those kind of days, Mother's Days, Father's Days, things like that. Because when you work in a restaurant, you're always working on those days. Those are the busy days. But that's why I like going to creme families. What do I want to put this in? I need to get it out of this tub. God, it tastes so good. Can't stop licking it. I'm gonna get sick on butt rub, dude. Just keep eating it. Should fit in one of these, maybe. Happy Father's Day down south. You might have one out there. No, Minja, would you stop? SPS chat, SPS. This doesn't count. This isn't for the business. This is for personal consumption and gain. You can't charge me for personal. No, chat. SPS. No SPS, Streamer Protective Services. Wrong command. Abort. Thank you, down south. Mint, it's so good. It's so good. Where are we going to make room for it for now? For now, right here. I'll stop and grab some bags tomorrow, and we'll get it all fixed up. Fixer-upper. Why is that creep so giant? Did somebody do a Giga Creep? No Giga Creep in Rockstar. Everything's on my phone over here charging. I'm missing everything. Yeah, no Giga Creeping. That's a left pocket note for sure. Nope. I'm putting it on my list right now, actually. It's not a pocket list. I'm putting it on the order list because I got to go get my order tomorrow and Tuesday. Going on this one, dude. Look at this legitimate writing. Look at the legitimacy of that writing. It's basically like I'm Asian at this point. The writing is so perfect. I might as well be part Asian. I got notes everywhere, dude. This is my dog treat reminder note. That's dangerous. This is everything that's already on this list. This is my butt rub breakdown. Did you write that during an earthquake? No! That's my writing, Ninja. Look, I just wrote to-go box. Wait, no, what did I write? Oh, portion bags. That's not... What up, Average Joe? Looks like my grocery list. This is my grocery list, technically. Lumen sees 5 different... My writing. I have such a hard time reading my own writing. It's rough sometimes. It happened today, actually. I had to look at the brown sugar bag to see how much it weighed because I couldn't read my writing of the weight. So I had to dig the bag out of the trash. Looks like yours. Ecan, we're chefs. All chefs have this kind of writing. Me too, Steve. That I can't feel my right hand. Like today. My writing literally looks like an earthquake. Minja's right. I can't feel the pen, dude. What up, Bear fan? Good to see you, brother. Happy Father's Day, my friend. Thank you for what you do. It shows, chat. All right, so we made pasta dough today. So as far as the prep list, oh shit, I crossed out the wrong one. So we're gonna roll out the pasta tomorrow, and we're gonna work on Sunday gravy on a Monday. I know, but I gotta go to the store in the morning and grab some neck bones and stuff like that for the gravy. We'll just concentrate on those two things tomorrow. Tuesday, I go get my order, and then we can start working on a lot of the other stuff. I'm going to throw the veggie lasagna together, I think, Tuesday. So that way it can sit overnight and fully, like, cool down and rest. So then we can cut it better. So lasagna, let's do on Tuesday for the special. Tiramisu we'll probably do on Wednesday. We got to do Roma tomatoes this week, mushrooms this week. Sunday gravy we'll do Monday. Marinara we'll do probably Tuesday when we get back with the order. I don't have any tomatoes here to make it. Oh, shit. Idiot. I should have got tomatoes today when I was out getting the garlic bread and whatever else. I had to go get some spices, but I seen the tomatoes there, and I was like, well, I'll just wait. I don't really need those, but I do need those. I only have 1 can of tomatoes for Sunday gravy, and I need 3. So that changes everything. That means I got to go to a big store tomorrow and the little store tomorrow to get the neck bones. So while I'm at the big store, I might as well get some of this stuff, or technically get all of it, so then I don't have to go back on Tuesday. All right. Well, looks like I'm going to the store tomorrow. I like to wait till Tuesday because, like, some of the stuff, as far as, like, spinach or spring mix, basil, those kind of things are fresher for the weekend. Not really. I mean, it's just sitting in their warehouse compared to my cooler, but you know what I'm saying. That's why I go on Tuesdays. But basically, we're just going to have to go tomorrow and get the order because I need tomatoes to make the sauces, and I forgot to grab those today. So that means tomorrow morning we got to ship things in the morning, and then I'll head to both stores, which means I'm not going to be back until, we won't even start stream till probably 2, 3, 2:30, 3 o'clock, 2. Sunday gravy takes about 4 hours. We probably won't even get that on till 3 or 3:30. It's all good. It's all good, chat. We're going to make it work. Today is also trash day, so we'll get this trash out. But I think that's it. We got the dog treats we're mailing out tomorrow, unless somebody else orders some today or whatever. I'll try to get those to mail tomorrow too. We got all the rub prepped today. It tastes great. Less filling. We got all the pasta dough made today. It's got to rest overnight. We'll get that all knocked out tomorrow. We're going to have more than 24 orders this week, just in case. Which, this week was a fluke week because I always have 20 plus orders. And, we're not leaving the tablet out here tonight either. I'm leaving this thing inside. I always have 20 plus orders. It's just random that we sold out. Yeah, Lumen, some people have the best handwriting ever, dude. That backbone. Dude, I got to get them neck bones. Bear fan tomorrow. All right, Just Bakes. Happy Father's Day, brother. Enjoy your ribs. Enjoy your ribs. Okay, chat. Well, that was a nice, easy, short stream. There isn't much, I don't have anything here to prep, really. I need to go get my order, so. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to hit it hard. So I'm going to clean up, get all the dishes done, get all the trash out, stuff like that. And go upstairs, hang out with Krem a little bit. Do a little bit of video gaming today. And relaxing, and we got a big day tomorrow. Yo, what up, CJ? Good to see you, brother. We just finished up. We're going to go find somebody to raid. Oh, also, CJ. Happy Father's Day. I never got to tell you Happy Father's Day yet. CJ just had a child. Is this your first Father's Day? I think this might be his first Father's Day. You too, noob. Appreciate you for everything always, brother. I'm glad you had a good Father's Day, and thank you for sharing your food. It looked amazing. I would have ate the shit out of that. Lumen, you want to go raid P-Leaf? She's on. You want to go raid P-Leaf, dude? So we can vibe out to some music? Yeah? All right. Let's go raid P-Leaf, dude. She's holding a cat. Appreciate you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for all the support. Thanks for hanging out with me today, vibing with me today. Also, we're going to get an SPS command in there soon. Trust me. For those of you that are with me. Damn it, double. SPS. SPS. But thank you guys. To all the dads out there in chat right now and the single moms, happy Father's Day. Thank you guys for doing what you do. Thank you guys for being a part of my life, making me a better person each and every day. Let's do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have a busy prep day. Thank you so much. Let's go hang out with P-Leaf. Lumen introduced me or put me on to her stream last month or something like that. And it's good vibes, dude. It's good to have in the background. She's great at what she does. She plays piano, sings. Nothing is written down, all from memory. She's pretty legit. So let's go show her some love. Make sure you guys give her a follow, say hi. And I'll see you tomorrow sometime in the afternoon after I get back from the stores. Make sure you check the Discord. And remember, order dog treats and butt rub if you guys want them. We have them. Plenty of them. We'll do it again tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.